Oh, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for the Greyville meeting. We're on the turf, 31st of October, 12:40 first race, 1200 meters, and the turf is always interesting because the draw does have an effect. But there's certainly some horses that have got good riders that are drawn very wide that look like they've got huge chances here. So let's look at this first race, and I think it's an absolute two-cornered contest, two all the time. From the Yogas Governor stable in fantastic form, and ran a very good last run, and this will suit him down to the ground and certainly gets the best of the draw. And Ariston Ari's been riding well for the stable. No support for it last time, took a drift in the market and ran very well. The time wasn't bad either. 6, Tuck Tuck, I make this a danger. Peter Muscat, Donovan Dillon sticks with it. Very good first run. Was all at sea around the poly and will improve a lot. So what else is there? Vegas Gold, third run of the rest, and very well done to Alison Wright yesterday, winning the big race at Turfentine for Alesh Naidu, our friend Alesh. Very nice to see him winning again at Turfentine. You'll remember he won the Classic some years ago with Paul Lafferty, but this was a good win. Because it looked like a really hot field. Raymond Danielson rode it there as well. Ladushka will improve. Joshua Hotsnake's an interesting horse. Warren Kennedy jumps aboard it. A very good first run, and the form has worked out, and the time was extremely good. But Donovan Dillon jumps on Tuck Tuck, which is his stable, I suppose, but he does ride for Wendy Whitehead as well and got off Joshua Hotsnake. That is always a key. Get Carter, got a lot of pace. Race 2, Maiden Plate, fillies and mares. They go 1600, I think it is. It's not so bad, 1800 maybe. Maiden Plate, and this is very open. Lucky Miss is the favourite and should go well on the turf, but Winter Journey I think is looking for this trip, and I think will go extremely well. Interesting, there's a lot of Water Winters in this race. New Orleans, Lucky Miss. New Orleans has definitely got a chance from the informed Carl Hewitson stable with Sean Veal aboard it. That will run well. 6, And We Danced, Dennis Bosch's runner. Warren Kennedy's ridden it his last 3 times, and he jumps off that to ride Winter Journey. To ride Sea Cruise. That I thought was very interesting because I really thought he would have ridden Winter Journey. But that seemed last time to maybe just have had a little look-see, and I think the mile might be right, so they give him the ride back to Tristan Godden, and certainly gives you an opportunity to get on this one, and I would certainly have a good each-way bet on Winter Journey. Sky Glitter might be the best horse in the race, draw 14, and as I said, number of horses are drawn badly, but Marcus gets to ride Sky Glitter. Had a run, and this is second run after a rest, but probably improve. Race 3, Maiden Plate, they go 1400 meters, 3-cornered contest, 10 running rifles, extremely hard to get past. I think this might be the right horse, everything in its favor, and certainly worth taking in all your exotics. The danger, 7, Black White Dynamite. I think this horse will improve. The blinkers have come off him, but there's always been a bit of chat about this horse, and the 1400 probably suit him better. Tristan Godden rides it for Peter Muscat. And then the other danger, 5, French Masterpiece. Now Donovan Dillon rides for the Muscat stable. He gets on for Shane Humby. And this horse is relatively unexposed, only 2 runs. Billy Bazooka might improve. Edge of Winter, look for this one to improve a lot, got the blinkers on it, so it will go well. And Broadway comes with a big reputation, but certainly hasn't taken us to Broadway yet. Race 4, this is a merit-rated handicap, and very interesting race indeed, and I think this is probably a field race. When I went through them, obviously you looked at Ralph the Rascal and Karoo Lark, and you thought, well, these are the 2. Karoo Lark's maybe better on the poly. Ralph the Rascal, course and distance suited, needed the last run, and I like the booking of Rachel Venica. She's a very good rider, and she's certainly well worth her 2.5 claim, as she showed. She immediately jumped to 2.5 and went and rode a double at the Val. So Rachel will go well on Ralph the Rascal, and have a close look at it. The interesting horse is Born to Perform. Warren Kennedy sticks with this. and he could have had a number of other rides in this race and has taken this one. And I expect this horse to run well. He's had a couple of warm-up runs, getting better, and this will suit him very, very well. Course and distance 1 from 1. Pure State might be an improver. Anton Marcus gets aboard it. This is an ex-Joburg horse, and Gareth Van Zyl obviously bought it. That's number 11. Cabinet Shuffle produced a huge upset over 1,000, then went second run and ran a very sort of lackluster race, but now goes back to the better trip and could run well. Sacred Blues looks like it might improve with resting. Good comments from the stable. That's why I say this is a race where you might end up having to go as many as possible. Race 5, Pinnacle, 1,000, and you look at the course and distance horses. Shantyman, very good. I like this horse, and Marcus has ridden 5 winners in 8 rides on this horse. Back aboard, number 6. Have a close look at Shantyman. Danger, got to be Tempting Fate. He's got the class. 3rd run, there's lots to like about him. After the wind up that he had 3 runs ago, he's really come to light, and he's a very good horse indeed. And at the weights, got to have a chance. So what else is there? 10, Pearl of Asia. Gareth Wright's won 3 out of 6 on this horse, and he doesn't mind a bad draw, this horse. He's won from bad draws. Have a close look at him. He won a very good race in the big season and has had a warm-up run and ran pretty well. And then 8 and 9, Mount Pleasant is an interesting horse. Big raps from Mike de Kock. He really liked this horse, and he was very sorry to lose him. But it goes 1,000, and the stable says he'll need the run. But this horse is packed with class. And then Spider's Corner is 1 from 1 course and distance. Race 6. There's a fillies and mares 77, and another very interesting race. But I'm going with number 3, Batatsana. I think 10 to 1 is a huge price. Very good each way bet, this horse. Last time, forced early, really looked like she needed the run, chased up the hill. I think that she'll improve a lot better, Sana. And on the weights, she has a lot of the top ones completely stitched up. Top Me Up Holly, got to be a huge runner. Marcus rides it again, ran the run before last, and it got packed with class. 3 wins, 6 places in 9 starts. Good form. Okay, so what else? There were another couple. Rise, Samanga Kamalo, he's ridden it the last twice. I think the trip will suit it very well. This is the July trip, 2,200 meters. Twice to Sydney, looks like an improver. And then Silver Maria. I kept saying blinkers, and I still think she needs blinkers. I would hold her up from this draw with blinkers on and let her go late. I think she'd be an absolute good thing, but she hasn't got the blinkers on. So, she goes into the play because the 2-2 may be what she's looking for. She's bred to go the trip. Race 7, the Model Man Mile, and this is a nice race of 1,600 meters, but I do make it a 2-corner contest. AJ's captain, I think he's the right horse, but he comes off a rest. Fitness comes with trust. Ailsling is fit, and had a very nice last run. Look for big improvement from Ailsling. I think she will go extremely well here. Kamala gets aboard her, which is a big jockey up. The favourites, Quasi for sure. Donovan Dillon for Peter Muscat, 2 from 2. This is a big step up in class, but he has done it easily, both his starts. Hasta Manana Marcus gets a leg up. Keep It Secret comes from the Cape and got very good form. And then Humdinger, he's won his last 2 pretty convincingly, so he goes into the way you look at the race. Race 8, Maiden Plate, 1,800 meters. 2 young Nelsons got good form, probably improve, always there or thereabouts. But the 2 horses that look like they should fight it out, Double Edge, needed his last run, gets Marcus, everything right about this one. And have a look, he rode it last time from a bad draw, so got a bad draw again. But I expect this horse to go very well. I think he needed the last start, so he's a big runner in my opinion. 8, Willie the Wizard, Kamalo sticks with him, ran on very well last time and could go in here. And then the find of the race, or the 2 finds of the race, are State of the USA, 3rd run after rest for Alison Wright and Raymond Danielson, and Death Blow, big jockey up. You see Warren Kennedy jump on it, got a chance. The other horse that you've got to include in your calculations is Winter Royale, drawn 16, which might not be a big problem. Gareth Wright might crop it out. He knows the horse, he's ridden at the last two. So, all in all, we have an extremely interesting day's racing. Desert Miracle was a miracle yesterday, won in an absolute canter. Interesting, in Mike de Kock's box where I raced yesterday, you've got a picture on the wall, a collage of all the mothers of these horses that won yesterday. Well, Witcher and Gorongosa both on the collage, and had a very, very nice day. The course was in magnificent condition, and hopefully for racing and us will be able to do the right moves to get this whole thing up and running. From me, James Goodman, and the whole Interbet team, have a great day's racing at Greyville on the turf.